Hello everyone, welcome to today's HTMT ProdTalk. For today's lesson, we are going to talk about checking material specifications. Let's first have a look at some key vocab of today's lesson.
Material specifications. Dimensions. Tolerance. Defects. Rejected. Scrapped. Material code. Packing list. Purchase order. Caliper. Report. Supplier certificate. Composition. Material specification sheet.
As you can see, the key vocab on the left column. Its meaning in English on the right column, and in the middle we have its meaning in Vietnamese.
Materials.
Let's have a look at some key vocab one by one. Material specifications. Dimensions or dimensions. Tolerance. Defects. Rejected. Scrapped. Material code. Packing list. Purchase order. Caliper. Report. Supplier certificate. Composition. Material specification sheet. Now let's have a look at all the key vocab of today's lesson one more time before we move into the listening part.
Material specifications. Dimensions. Tolerance. Defects. Rejected. Scrapped. Material code. Packing list. Purchase order. Caliper. Report. Supplier certificate. Composition. Material specification sheet.
Have you got all the words remembered? Now let's listen to the dialogue about today's topic.
Stop messing around.
Stop messing around. We need to check these material specifications before production starts.
Why do we have
They
to
all
check?
look the same.
They all
No,
look
we
the
must
same.
follow the material
We must follow the material
specifications
specifications to ensure the correct dimensions,
and tolerance.
composition, and
Sounds
tolerance.
boring. But what if we don't
Sounds
check?
boring. But what if we don't check?
We might use
If we
the
don't
wrong
check,
material.
we might use the
That could
wrong
lead to
material.
defects and
That could
rejected
lead to
products.
defects and
Oh
rejected
no,
products.
the boss will yell at
Oh
us?
no, the
Worse,
boss will yell at
the
us?
entire batch
Worse,
might be scrapped.
the entire batch
All
might
right,
be
how do we
scrapped.
check?
All right,
First,
how do we
compare the
check?
material code
First,
on the
compare the
packing list
material
with the
code
purchase
on the
order.
packing list with
Then
the purchase
measure the
order.
dimensions
Then
using a
measure
caliper.
the dimensions
Grabs
using a
caliper
caliper.
like this?
Grabs
No,
caliper
hold it
like
properly.
this?
No,
Look
hold
at
it
the tolerance
properly.
on the drawing.
Look at the
If
tolerance
it's out
on the
of spec,
drawing.
we must
If
report
it's
it
out of spec,
immediately.
we must report
Okay,
it
got
immediately.
If it's within
Okay, got
tolerance,
it.
we can
If
use
it's
it?
within tolerance, we can
Yes.
use it?
Now, check the
Yes.
supplier
Now,
certificate
check
to
the
verify
supplier
the composition.
certificate to verify
This
the
one says
composition.
98%
This one says
aluminum.
98%
Is that okay?
aluminum.
Check against the
Is that
material
okay?
specification
Check against the
sheet.
material
Compare
specification
sheets.
sheet.
Yes, it
Compare
matches.
sheets.
Good job.
Yes, it
Now,
matches.
let's
Good job.
finish the rest.
Now, let's
I'll check
finish
while
the
you
rest.
take a break.
I'll check while you
That's
take
the
a break.
spirit.
Uhachi,
That's the
we have a
spirit.
problem.
What
Uhachi,
now?
we have a problem.
What now?
This batch of materials
This
has
batch
a
of
slightly different
materials has a
composition
slightly
than the
different
specification
composition
sheet.
than the
See,
specification
it
sheet.
says 95%
See,
aluminum
it says 95%
instead of 98%.
aluminum instead of 98%.
Let me check. You're right.
Let me check.
That means we
You're
might have
right.
received the
That
wrong
means we
material
might
from
have
the
received the
supplier.
wrong
So
material
what do
from
we
the
do? Send
supplier.
it back?
So what do we do?
First,
Send
we
it
need
back?
to report this to the
First,
quality
we need to
control
report
team.
this to the
They will
quality control
decide whether
team.
we can still
They will
use it
decide
or
whether
if
we
it
can
must be
still use
rejected.
it or if it
Oh,
must be
should I call the
rejected.
QC
Oh,
manager?
should I
Yes.
call the QC
And also
manager?
take some
Yes.
photos of the
And also
material
take
and the
some
supplier
photos of the
certificate
material
as
and the
proof.
supplier
Got it.
certificate as
Also,
proof.
let's double
Got
check
it.
if any other
Also,
batches
let's
have
double
this
check
issue.
if any other batches
Checking
have this
labels.
issue.
Checking
There's another
labels.
one with 94%
There's another one with
aluminum.
94%
serious.
aluminum.
We can't
This is
start
serious.
production with
We
incorrect
can't start
materials.
production with
I'll
incorrect
make a note
materials.
and report it.
I'll make a
Good
note
job,
and
Em.
report it.
You're
Good
learning.
job, Em.
Ha!
You're learning.
Maybe I should be the
Ha!
quality inspector
Maybe I
instead.
should be the quality
Let's
inspector
focus on
instead.
finishing this
Let's
first.
focus on finishing this first.
Have you got all the main idea and details of the dialogue?
Stop messing.
Stop messing.
Now let's practice speaking. As you can see on the three left columns, we have the keyword cap, their meanings in Vietnamese and their meanings in English. And on the right column, we have some sentences to help you practice speaking. Now let's start. What should we check before production? We should check the material specifications, including dimensions, composition, and tolerance. What happens if the material is incorrect? If the material is incorrect, the products might have defects and get rejected. How do we verify the material composition? We check the supplier certificate and compare it with the material specification sheet. What tool do we use to measure dimensions? We use a caliper to check the dimensions. What should we do if the material is out of tolerance? If the material is out of tolerance, we must report it immediately. What should we do if the supplier sent the wrong material? We must report the issue to the quality control team and check all other batches. That's for today's lesson. Thank you for watching. See you!